Hello, it's Alex Goodall here from Internet Professionals blog, and in this video I want to show you the Tube Traffic Alchemy product from Adam Payne and also the special bonus I created to go with it. First of all, what's Tube Traffic Alchemy about? Well, here's a sales page and it says, at last, simple and proven profit machine that raked in $503.12 in pure profit in less than 24 hours. With no list, no subscribers, and no authority. All it took was 30 minutes of easy work. Now, that's not what it's about. It's what potentially it can do. But obviously, don't assume that you'll be able to do anything like that. That is the sort of thing that could happen once you're very familiar with the technique, practicing it for probably several months at least. You've done all the preparatory and setup work, and probably you've had a bit of luck with the right choice of keyword and product. So that's just one example of potentially what might happen when you're experienced with a bit of luck. So obviously don't assume you can do the same, but also don't dismiss the method by that rather hypey headline. What it is actually best described by a testimonial that's on here from Andy Brocklehust. Let me see if I can find it. There it is. So Andy says, Tube Traffic Alchemy is one of the best sets of training on driving massive traffic for free from YouTube. That's really what it's about. I love the clever twist Adam has on this, and the fact that you can do this for free makes it a must-do technique. So yeah, I exactly concur with what Andy has to say about that. In fact, for me, there are three things that make this actually four things that make this a very worthwhile traffic technique and, in fact, potential business model. And that is, first, as Andy says, the traffic is free if you do all the work yourself. Second, the traffic is ongoing. That's important because each video you create is actually an ongoing traffic source as long as people continue to search for your keywords. So you're actually building up an asset that is going on paying you into the future. And third, you can actually use this for any purpose, including list building, affiliate sales, CPA offers, which can be very effective, obviously sales of your own products. You can use it to do lead generation for local businesses. In fact, a twist on that would be you could rent out videos that are ranking and generating traffic for local businesses. You can rent those out to specific local businesses for a monthly fee. And finally, if you have money but are short of time, you don't have to do all the work yourself. You can outsource a lot of it, which means that your business will grow faster. And in fact, another way to grow the business faster is this, that once you've got a video up and it's ranking and it's converting well and you know what your visitor value is, you know how much money you can make from each visitor over a period of time if you've got the right upsells and so on, then knowing your visitor value means that you can safely advertise that video. So you could create YouTube adverts, you could boost the traffic with adverts on YouTube, and you will know exactly how much you can afford to pay for each click. So that's a good route for much faster growth as well. So that's the business model in general. What about Adam's course in particular? Let's take a look inside the members area. And as you can see, the core of the course is two PDFs, the Tube Traffic Alchemy PDF guide and a resource guide. And there are four modules consisting of 19 videos in total. And actually, let me start by giving you a quick run through of the PDF. There it is, and you can see from up here, it's 71 pages long. It's pretty comprehensive. And actually, about 50% of that PDF is all about doing the research. So there's a lesson you can learn straight away from there. Adam's had a lot of experience in this field, and he has come to the conclusion that doing the right research, getting the right product, understanding the audience and the benefits of the product, using the right language, all those things are critically important in order to get the video to convert. Because, well, it's obvious, but there's no point in ranking a video and getting lots of views and then making no money because the video doesn't convert. So his view is that it's worth spending a lot of effort up front in doing that research, and he goes into it in a lot of detail. As I said, he starts off with this thing of talking about understanding user intent, and that's actually the first thing he talks about, understanding what is the goal of your video. Then he starts talking about the initial research, and he uses ClickBank as an example. You don't have to use ClickBank products, obviously, but he goes through an example in ClickBank on understanding the criteria on choosing a good product, and includes lots of diagrams and pointers to make it easy to follow along. Talk about avatar research. That's he's got some nice ideas about that. That's something I always talk about when doing market research, is creating an avatar, and Adam goes into that in quite a lot of detail with some quite good sources of finding material for details about your avatar. He has a little bit about finding trends to make sure that the product you're promoting is trending upwards. You don't want to be promoting a product that's on its way down. He goes into keyword research in quite a lot of detail, and the nice thing is he only uses free keyword research tools, so there's no additional expense there. And then he starts talking about creating the video, doing the script, creating the video, something about outsourcing, and then uploading it. He has what's very nice is his technique for uploading the video. I've not come across this before, but his technique for uploading the video is, I wouldn't say it's key to the whole process, but it's a very nice little twist. And it does mean, I have to take his word for it because I'm not an expert, but apparently it means that you get ranked a lot faster using his particular technique. You probably won't read about it elsewhere because the facilities that you can use are no longer available, except that Adam give you links where you can get hold of the stuff that isn't publicly available right now. So that's I think one of the twists that Andy Brocklehust was talking about. That's pretty good. So we talked about uploading, optimizing, a lot about optimizing the video, lots of things I didn't know about before, annotating it, doing the annotations, having clickable annotations, and finally ranking. There's a lot of information about ranking the video and techniques you can use to rank, and if you're not ranking first time, what other techniques you can use and the order in which to apply the techniques. Lots of excellent stuff. It is very, very comprehensive. Back in the membership area, the videos go through pretty much the same material. Actually, yeah, you can see some of the pictures that were in the PDF, the keyword research and so on. So it goes through the same material, but you can see the theory actually being put into practice, which is always helpful. And there are some other tips and techniques available that you can pick up by going through the videos. And there are bonuses. This bonus is obviously directly relevant to the course. These other unannounced bonuses are not directly relevant to the course. They are sort of quite interesting. I would warn against being distracted by them. Again, don't take the titles at face value. Don't think they're by Andy. I think they're by one of his partners. So they're there. There's also the upgrades, and I would recommend getting the pro version. Though it's not a lot of extra money to get that, but there's some very good stuff in there, worth the extra money. And if you want to do the advertising, that's what the OTO2 is about, is how to use YouTube ads for advertising. If you're definitely going to do the advertising route, then you might as well get that now. If you're not sure about it, then you can safely not buy that, and it won't affect the main thrust of the rest of the training. So as I've implied, I think Adam's created a very good course in terms of the content of the material on how to get traffic by ranking videos on YouTube. Now, in terms of how he presents the material, he's no better or no worse than most other normal IM courses. In fact, actually, he is better than most, because he does provide a good PDF alongside the videos. So what he's created is absolutely fine for learning purposes, but as is true of most other internet marketing courses, it's not optimal as a way of presenting the material for actually doing the work. Because when you're operating a business as opposed to learning about it, what you need is something more like a standard operating procedure, SOP, that just lays out the steps you need to go through in exactly the right order, with no extraneous information, no justification as to why you're doing this, no case studies, just here's the steps you need to follow, here's the order you need to do them in. And if you're serious about operating a business, actually it's very valuable to have a complete SOP, because it first of all, ensures that everything is done correctly, no steps are left out, and secondly, it makes it much more efficient to operate the business by following the steps like that. Actually, and thirdly, it actually makes it easier to outsource or share the work. So that is precisely what I've created for Tube Traffic Alchemy, an SOP for running through the process. And let me share that with you now. So there it is. It doesn't look very exciting. It is just a spreadsheet. In fact, it's a Google sheet. And all you need to be able to access it, if I send you the link, is to have a Google account. And in fact, you must have a Google account in order to operate this business, because you need a Google account to have a to have a YouTube channel. So if you don't already have a Google account, you will have in order to operate the business. So I can just send you the link to this if you buy the product through my affiliate link. I'll send you the link to this spreadsheet. You can make a copy of it, and then you'll be able to adjust it and use it and edit it and make it into something specific to how you operate your business, and you'll want to evolve it and change it over time. So the ability to edit it easily is essential. If I just sent you a PDF, it would have been, well, not quite useless, but almost useless. So having it as a Google sheet gives you a huge amount of benefits. Let me explain what I've done here. I've split the material. By the material, I mean the action steps required to follow this business. I've split those into 3 sections. First of all, the overall setup. So these are the things that you need to do just once. The setup per niche. So that's all the things that you need to do. Right, let me move that over there so you can see better. These are all the things you need to do for each niche that you want to operate in. And of course, if you're only going to operate in one niche, you only ever need to do these things once. And then finally, and this is the biggest section, the things that you need to do every time you want to create a new video. It includes the research, the avatar specification and research, keyword research, creating the script, uploading the video. Everything that Adam describes, all the key steps are in this spreadsheet. And as I think you can see, I've included links to resources that you'll need for each of those steps. And to make it even more valuable, I've got this column here, data or notes, where you can record the key information and the data that you gather on each of the steps. For example, there's places where you can store the name of your niche, or the information about the product that you've selected, the avatar details you can record there. When you're doing research, you can make notes and store them in the cells here. And finally, I've added a column here, 2 columns, the responsibility column and the date completed column, which means that you can store which means that if you want to have other people do some of the tasks, you can put their names down there, assign responsibility to the different people. Obviously, because it's a Google Sheet, you can share this with them very easily. So you can put who's responsible for each task, and there's space for the people to record when each step or each task has been completed. So you can also use it as a mini project management tool. So this is the way I like to run my business. I'm going to take this particular piece of training very seriously, which is why I've gone to the trouble to create this, not just for you, but for myself as well. So I hope you find it valuable. If you want to get it, as I say, you just need to buy Tube Traffic Alchemy through my affiliate link, which, depending on where you're looking at this video, it's in the description of the video if you're looking at it on YouTube, or it may be on an annotation on the video, or could be in the blog, my blog page where I've embedded this. But somewhere you'll see a link to Tube Traffic Alchemy. Buy it through my link and then email me your receipt, just that I know that you've purchased it, and I will send you the link to this spreadsheet. That's all I want to say about this, except for one very, very final point, which I will expand on in a separate video, and that is that I've come across an alternative way for you to choose the product that you're going to promote. As I said, Adam spends quite a lot of time, almost 50% of the PDF is on product selection and research, and there's a lot of work involved in doing that prop. And my alternative method isn't going to completely eliminate all that work, but it's going to eliminate quite a bit of it. And that is a way of finding hot trending products using what seems to me to be very powerful new research software. Hugely impressed by this system, which has only just come on the market at the time I'm making this video, which is towards the end of April. And it can be used for many different things, but one of the ways it can be used is for selecting hot trending products, which you can then create videos for and then get them ranked quite quickly, which is the advantage of using videos, is that they rank quite quickly, so that while the product is still hot and trending, you can get your video ranked with the appropriate keyword and get the benefit from the buzz around a hot trending product. I'll put a link to that other video in an accessible place again, and you can take a look at that. Right, that's all I've got to say. Please leave comments or leave notes or ask me any questions you've got about this. Be happy to answer them. It's Alex Goodall signing out.